Yo, what is going on, y'all boys? Excuse the dirty room today. I'm gonna be talking about today how I lost 4 trades this week and this trade I won today, right? So super quick, let's get into this 1 to 5 hour trade. What was I looking at during market open? Just gonna be straight sauce. What are we looking at? We swept London highs, which are inside this 4 hour gap, and this was my key level. We also finally swept out all the liquidity we needed to. We swept out this external sell side yesterday. Oh, sorry, external buy side yesterday, and we also tapped into this bearish 4 hour, which we ended up inversing. But it was still a really good draw, and yeah. So after we tapped into that bearish 4 hour and slept London highs inside of it, what did we have here, right? So what I looked in here, we had some accumulation here, we had some manipulation upwards, then we got this data wick right here. We got these data wick, we touched down these data high, we touched the data lows, and then we proceeded to actually inverse this 5 minute gap we were trading within, right? So in the pre-market, if you look, we were ping ponging between a 5 minute gap. We were ping ponging between this bearish 5 minute gap, and we were also ping ponging between this bullish 5 minute gap as well, right? So this is where I set a condition, right? If we are going to be bullish, then what do I want to see? I would go, this would be break even. First of all, if I'm looking for a long, this would be break even, right? I want to see price have a big move up towards these data highs right here. I want to see price have a big move up to these data highs off market open, and I would want to see this bullish value gap hold, right? But guess when this is happening? Right before market open at around 9:20, we actually inverse this bullish 5 minute gap, and now that I know, hey, we swept London highs, we're in a high time frame bearish key level. We are in 5 minute, 15 minute bearish fair value gaps. We're delivering from them. We now have what you can call this bearish rejection block. You could say, as you can see, we have really good wicks here. You can see this wick. We have really good bearish rejection blocks here. Now, what would be the trade now, right? So we inverse this 5 minute gap. We had accumulation, we had manipulation, and now we're going to get distribution now. What am I looking at below? We have midnight open, and we have London lows, and we have all of these stacked up equal lows from literally this whole week that we haven't hit at all, which these were actually my draws on liquidity, for example, on this day, but they actually just went up getting fully untapped. And if you took this long, you're a terrible trader, right? Bro, come on. If you took this long, come on, we have perfect equal lows right there, bro. Like, come on. Like, 5 minute high time frame too. That's how you know there's strong draws, right? So, what would have been the best idea for today, right? Let's see what market open does, right? Here's market open. We have these equal highs right here, which we swept. So guess what happens? Market open comes up. It looks like we're gonna pump straight up. No, we hit my break even. Boom. We reverse all the way back down. Now, off of this 1 minute for value gap getting inverse, and this CISD, which I usually don't trade CISD, but I do use it as an additional. I like it to just build my conviction. Oops, sorry guys. The camera turned off. All right, but I do like it to build my conviction. I wanted to target, boom, I wanted to get in right here, go break even at this 5 minute gap, and just let the trade run all the way down to my draws and liquidity, which my draws and liquidity were all these equal lows and London lows, right? And it was honestly such a good day for this high R, like, not gonna lie. It was beautiful. We dumped straight off market open, and we caught the full dump, and it literally went almost to the tick. Boom, what was the draw? These equal lows. It's crazy. Took this on MNQ though, but I do my charting on NQ. And yeah, we had this 5 minute gap as well. We just had, look, we had so much, but we have so much trend line liquidity resting. So much, so much, so much, so much liquidity resting down here. Literally everywhere. There's so much liquidity to the downside. We have no more reason to go higher. If we're gonna go higher, if we are really gonna keep going higher, then guess what? Guess what? We're probably gonna go back to all-time highs, which we're not far from all-time highs. We really aren't. And those are all-time highs. Those are all-time highs. All-time highs, by the way. All-time highs are up here. But if we go past this range, this is really the range that we broke out all-time highs. If we go past this range, guess what I'm looking for? I'm looking for us to go back to all-time highs, right? And that's not what I want to see. You don't want it. I don't want to see us go back to all-time highs. Not only that, there's no reason for us to go back to all-time highs or anything. We're supposed to keep going lower, and it's only supposed to be a pretty bearish month. A draw on liquidity for tomorrow will probably still be this new week opening gap fill, but obviously we kind of just looks like we just chopped around after this dump today. And I know a couple people took some longs right after, which looks like it might have worked out for you. I don't know, but I was pretty bearish. Yeah, we literally just had every reason to just distribute right down off market open, and yeah, really just spotted it out. This is a really discretionary trade. I think it was a really good trade. It's really perfect. Boom, saw we instantly rejected the break even. We're just gonna dump. Got into the trade, 1 to 5 RR, and then break even would have been there. And yeah, it was just a crazy dump day. This is my 930 fast model. And yeah, let's continue. All right, so what happened the rest of the week though? This whole week I've been getting straight cooked. Like I've been getting cooked, right? So let's go off the first day, right? You can already see the trade I took. What trade did I take? I took a 930 fast model all the way down to these London lows, all the way to London lows, Asia lows, midnight open. We also had equal lows on ES for London lows. So I was honestly I was so confident in this trade. The draws were definitely good, but I mean, looking back at it, like the 1 hour, yes, the 1 hour looks a little bit bullish. The 1 hour looks bullish. This 1 hour SMT is not really getting respected. We had this 1 hour fair value gap right here. As the 1 hour bullish gap just made. On the 4 hour, we also look bullish, but it looks like we kind of rejected it looks like we're kind of rejecting it and coming into the bullish. I don't even know what I said this there. Not gonna lie, I don't think I spoke words. Let me say that again. It looks like we're respecting this bearish fair value gap because of how big this wick is right here. And yeah, but what do we see? We see some perfect draws on liquidity below, midnight open below as well. But we also have reason to go higher as well. But we are in a high for key level. The only thing is we don't have a liquidity sweep, right? So, but for us to have a liquidity sweep, it could be like all the way over there. We're also delivering off a 4 hour SMT there as well. So yeah, I was honestly pretty bearish. This day I actually could have caught a 101. I just didn't. So you can see I got cooked somewhere around here, 930. Okay, boom. You see, we're literally gonna inverse all of those gaps. Boom. I enter my trade, stops there. I could have caught a 101. I don't know if that's my 101 yet. Let me show you guys. Boom. I literally could have caught a 101. Could have caught a 101. Boom. I would have caught a 101 right there. But I didn't, and unfortunately, I actually broke one of my rules. I did not go break even on this trade just because I had so much conviction and because the candles looked a little bit choppy. And then I ended up getting stopped out. And then literally right here, we ended up having a nice Mech model here. So I was even more confident in this trade. When I saw this, I moved my stop here, and then you can see the Mech model just did not work. This is what PB Blake took, if you guys know. So boom, we tapped into this 5 minute gap. We inversed the 1 minute, or what was it? Was it 1 minute? Was it 2 minute? I don't even know what it was. I know some people took this Mech model here though. This SMT. TGR also, I think TGR also took a trade similar to this, but this just ended up getting stopped out. So yeah, everyone wanted these shorts. We also had 5 minute. Was this the day we had the 5 minute equal lows? No, we didn't. Nah, but a lot of people, almost everyone pretty much in the markets pretty much got cooked this day trying to short. I was just going for a really high R here. This is the really reason I lost this trade. It was a good trade idea, good bias, good technical analysis. It was just I should have gone break even, and yeah, not only should have only gone break even, I should have also just took my 101 TP. I should have just secured those profits. I'm just trying to since I always usually trade a 101. I'm starting to now get more comfortable with like holding my trades. That's why I'm trying to take a little bit higher R trades because I'm trying to get more comfortable with it because I am leaving a lot of money on the table usually. So yeah, all right. And then I'm pretty sure we had previous day highs up here this day. I'm not sure. No, I'm pretty sure these were previous day highs for the next day. All right, anyways, moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday was a super big losing day for me because I over leveraged. I over leveraged on my accounts, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really. The reason I over leveraged is because, bro, not gonna lie. I was just trying to be aggressive and build a buffer. I didn't even over leverage. Usually, I only risk like 250 to 500 bucks per trade. I leveraged like $750 on this trade, and I ended up getting cooked on it. So I leveraged 750. You guys can see SMT at London highs. SMT at London highs. We tapped into a 5 minute gap. We had a nice little inversion with displacement, and this trade ended up getting ran through. Didn't even touch break even. So yeah, this trade just got stop rated, and the reason why this trade lost on this day, and the reason I was so confident in this trade too, because look, we came in here, we left perfect equal lows right here. Look at 5 minute chart. We have perfect equal lows here, perfect equal lows here. We have low resistance liquidity there. We have this 5 minute gap still needs to be tapped. We literally pumped up without even tapping into a 5 minute gap. Right, look at this 15 minute chart. Look, 15 minute perfect equal lows. This is the day so many traders took longs, and like, bro, if you're taking longs with perfect equal lows below you twice on the higher time frames, bro, like 9 out of 10 times this trade's getting cooked, bro. Like a completely cooked. Terrible trade. But we did have previous day highs above, so that was a good draw, and we also weren't in exactly any sort of high time frame bearish key level, to be honest, which is also another reason I think this trade didn't work out because we weren't really in high time frame bearish key level, to be honest with you guys. Even though we swept the liquidity, high time frame Peter Ray delivery is usually stronger draw, and yeah, I think I just got obsessed a little bit with the 5 minute. A lot of people did though. This was a very common losing trade that a lot of people took. It was just the draws were so good, and I mean, we still had 15 minute bearish gaps. Literally get respected. Boom. We literally respected this area. Thought it was just going to be a straight dump down. Kind of like what happened today, except we just got stop rated, and for some reason we left these perfect equal lows and never came back for them. And we also had previous day highs above though. Like previous day highs above is a pretty good draw liquidity to long here, but like there's no reason you should be longing against all of this strong liquidity against you, because that's such like if you took this trade, like you already know you're gonna long next time you see these perfect equal lows, and you're gonna get fucked. Like it's gonna be bad. So yeah, I got cooked on that trade, 750, and I took a re-entry on micros somewhere. I'm gonna try to spot it out. I think I took a re-entry on micros on. I need to get 30. I should look. You get the 30-second time frame. I looked at the 30-second time frame on Trade-O-Bait, because I look at both TradingView and Trade-O-Bait. But as you see, we literally just engineered all the liquidity for today. So, anyways, let's move on to the next day, Wednesday. So, boom, those are 2 losing days right there. Those literally 2 losing days right there in a row. Now for this day, this was Wednesday. I don't even remember what happened in the markets yesterday, not gonna lie. I don't remember what happened in the markets yesterday. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. So the 1 hour looks super bullish. Oh, we pumped up yesterday. Oh, I remember. A lot of people took longs yesterday. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Alrighty. As you can see, yeah. Okay. Did I get cooked here? Where did I get cooked here? I don't know. Don't even remember the trade I took here. See 5 minute gap here, 15 minute gap where. You see how we're just shooting straight up off, literally not even tapping into it. Peter, right? Like that's looking crazy. Oh, we had so much equal lows too, bro. We're just engineering liquidity left and right. Oh, I know what trade I got cooked on. I didn't get cooked on this. This was a bad trade. Let me try to find it. I had to find it first. It was a little bit later. I didn't enter any of those shorts. I just use Dollar Indicator to mark stuff out, by the way, guys, because it literally helps out. Like, it marks out some fair value gaps for you, marks out previous week highs, and all that. We have previous week highs above you. I think I took this trade a lot earlier. This one, we're on the 1 minute chart here. Where did I take it? I can tell you guys where I took. I took it right about here, actually. Look, we're gonna tap into that. Boom, 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 boom. All right, right there. Look, we're in a 5 minute gap. Just wait to see what happens. We're in this 5 minute gap. We're respecting this 5 minute gap. Boom, we had a nice little inversion up. This is where I entered my trade. And then I did have my stop a little bit. So this trade actually would have worked out as long as the stop was like, as long as the stop was right, the trade would have worked out. But there's one big problem with me. Well, it wasn't really a big problem. This was just way too much risk to put on, and I actually can't even remember what I was targeting. Let me try to think what I was targeting. I got stop rated on this right here. Hold up, what was my draw? Let me hop off. I have to hop on entire time frame. Oh, boom. Now this buy side was my draw. Or was it this 5 minute gap? Nah, because I was going for a 1-to-1 though. This is right. Is this it? Yeah, this looks just about right. No. I was out of this trade by then. Okay, no, this was my draw. Yeah, previous week highs was my draw. Okay, boom, 147. Yeah, my stop was at a 101. So yeah, this is why I got cooked. Sorry guys. I could look. You just go back in my journal. I don't know why I'm not doing that. All right. So for RR reasons, we had the previous week highs above. Previous week highs was my draw. As you can see, this is why I said this trade ended up working out, but I got stop rated. Right. So we did have an SMT here. We were delivering from an SMT here at this low. But the reason I didn't put my stop loss at the SMT at this low, I think PV Blake took this trade too. The reason I didn't put this my stop loss at this SMT at this low is because, dude, this is negative RR. Like, you can't have negative RR at all. Like, you can't have negative RR, bro. Like, that's not part of my system. It has to be a 1-to-1. So we had some pretty good displacement. Put a little bit down. Put it almost at this candle body, and we ended up getting stop rated, and then price went to our TP, right? But this is more for RR reasons. I mean, full trade deal would have worked out, but you should never be taking a negative RR trade. This was where my break even was at. I remember this internal was at where my break even was at, and that didn't even get hit until after. So if I if you had like re-entry right here, it would have been perfect. But yeah, I think a lot of people got cooked on that Mech model too. So yeah, that's why I got cooked on that day. And then today, Thursday, we took it up, right? But so far I've had 4 straight losing days. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Sorry, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's 3 losing days. And unfortunately, because of that, since prop firms have such tight risk rules, I do not have max elo anymore. I actually blew some of my real fundeds, and I was on an eval. I was going pretty super aggressive with that. I go super aggressive with my evals, like 2 to 3 contracts per trade, and unfortunately, that count is cooked too, which I don't really care for. It's part of the game, and yeah, we're about to just cop like 4 or 5 instant fundeds, so I can get back to making some real bread, and yeah. Yeah, and then on one of my throwaway accounts, I took the winning trade for today. But yeah, not really too happy. But, start of 2026, hopefully we're going to end up the month green. I'm not really too worried about it. We're just going to go in. Definitely, bro, I definitely need to... Bro, I fucking, hate eval so much, bro. This is so expensive because I full port them. I don't take my time with my evals. Because that's a low ROI activity. The only reason you should be taking time with your evals if you're, new to trading. You need to be able to pass it on your own. But, after you're got a couple payouts and stuff, bro, you have no reason to, be training your evals fully. That's a waste of your time as a trader. So, yeah. I just hop in. I'm about to buy some Lucid instant funded accounts, and yeah, we're about to just go crazy with those, get a little 10k payout, 20k payout, 30k payout, 40k payout, and yeah, we're gonna go crazy with the Lucid accounts, and I'm just super excited for this year. Not really too worried about my losses this week. Look, yeah, I think I had some good reads. It was honestly price action was just not going the way we wanted it to, and I had good draws on liquidity. It was generally, I know a lot of people that got cooked by these shorts this week, and yeah, we got the generational shorts today, which I think we should have just, I don't know, the market makers nerfed IFVGs or something, or nerfed fucking drawing liquidity, because how the hell are we not tapping into those equal lows, higher time frames like that? And honestly, we're just acting super weird towards liquidity, significant strong liquidity this week, and yeah, I'm not really too pissed about it. I like all the trades I took this week, and I would take them again. And it's just a part of the game. It's a part of probability. You're not going to win every single trade. And again, I have around a 70% win rate. So losing 3 to 4 trades isn't too. It isn't too surprising to me. I had a pretty green month in December, so I'm not really too worried about that as well. Took a dub on the Tradeify account, and yeah. Let's just get right into this year. And don't forget to join the Discord if you'd like to get a hold of my bias. And yeah, just talk with me, talk in the community, ask questions. And we've really been cooking up on the course modules. Got the Mech model video out, the continuation model videos out, and also covered the 930 fast model. So yeah, I appreciate y'all boys for watching, and stay tuned for more.